fake, step and go. So what we're looking for here is this pump fake, this step is fine. It's when they pick this foot up without putting the ball to the ground. It happens quick. So you're going to see this, and they're going to go. That's a travel. If they get 2 steps, a long 2 steps, without dribbling the ball, probably have a travel. This is probably something you miss the first 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. You may go a week and be like, I missed a lot of travels this week. Probably. But you know what you do is you remember that play. Did I get it right the next time? Do I get it right the next time? So remember this pump, fake, and go. Yeah.
So 1 step is fine though, right?
Yeah, so if I pump fake, do this, close. I'm letting that one go. So I've got to put the ball to the ground. The second one you see is in the paint. When we do this one, and I do this jump stop, was that legal? Why not? Right? If I come in, I do, that's legal. I just can't pivot now. So if I go like this after I do that, it's a travel. If I come in here and I do this jump stop and for some reason I pick this foot up, I just can't put it back down. I haven't pivoted yet because the foot's not down. As soon as I go like that, it's a travel. So what you'll see is a lot of people come in, mainly the men, will come in, travel. If they ask why, you just look at them and say, you can't pivot after you jump stop. You have something to add? You look like you have something to add.
No.
So when you come in and you see that, they can either shoot, pass, or stand and wait for a violation to be called. So just remember that.
I would say this the travel call that we were talking about up here with the making a move before you dribble. You miss it the first few times, or you see it as if you're on the baseline, or if you see it that they missed the call. That's worth just like during halftime or after the game, just coming up to your partner and being like, hey, look, like that's just something we need to look out for. Because that implants in their mind that going forward, that's something that they need to look out for, and you know too, that's something that you need to look for, especially early in the season. Because we'll get these calls a lot early in games, and we won't call them. And then players will be, oh, you didn't call that earlier in the game and things like that. So that's just something we're trying to catch early.
Questions on the travel? Yeah.
How many steps does it have to be for a travel?
So they get 2 steps. So if I pick up my dribble, I can take this step and this step legally. But on a jump stop, what we're getting away from is they jump off this foot and then take 2 more. That's 3 steps. So legally they can get 2.
But with a pump fake, it's on the floor.
Pump fake on the floor, looking at my opponent. It's somewhere on the floor. So if he starts back here by the white line, and I realize he's going to the bucket, and I come here, did I beat him to this spot? Yeah. If he starts at that white line again, and I'm like, all right, it's he and I one-on-one, and I'm going like this, is this legal? If I'm still backing up and he's still going through me and he hits me, why are you shaking your head that it's not legal?
He like runs through you, that's a charge.
Yeah, I'm taking the charge. I beat him to the spot, right? So what I'm saying is I can give ground. This is still legal.
I thought you were saying, is it legal for him?
Oh no, I get you. I get you. No, it's not legal for him to go through me. But if for some reason he starts going and I'm like, I got to beat him, I get here and I slide. Is this legal? Why not? I didn't beat him. So it's all about trying to find that defensive player to see if he or she is in legal guarding position. So if they slide late, then it's going to be a block. If he makes a good move and he tries to go around me, and I'm like, I got it. Did I maintain the legal guarding position? No, because I was leaning into him. Now, can I take a charge right here? Why can't I take a charge right here? Somebody said restricted area. I don't see an RA out here. We don't have a restricted area. I can take a charge right here. Can I take a charge right here? Yes. How about right here? Technically, yes. How about right here? Why not? I'm out of bounds. So I've got to be in the court, in play to do that. So you can technically take a charge anywhere. Now, I have a hard-pressed time you taking a charge right here. You won't see it. You will see this one. This one will happen. Somebody somewhere will be like, I'll take a charge. It happens. So just remember that when you're taking a charge.
Something that Andy probably talked about today, something you want to do is just be patient with your blocker charge call. So if you've seen that there's a foul, you go up with it and you watch the whole play through. And if two players end up on top of each other, then that's probably a charge. If two players end up hitting each other and then going opposite directions, so say I'm coming down this way and I hit Andy, we're probably going different directions. His body's turned. That's a block.
When you call block charges and you see, and you're like, oh, that's real bad, put a whistle on it and then use that rule of thumb. They go to the ground and you're like, charge. Especially if your partners don't have a whistle. If you have it on and they're like this and you're like, block. I've done that. And then I've looked at the video and go, I got the call right, or I'm like, I got the call wrong. So I'll call it, I'll be like a second or two late, my partners will look at me and I'll be block, because the players are apart. So just remember that.
And this comes with,
go ahead.
This comes from patience, a lot of patience. That's something as a referee that I had to learn. Is just going up with it, watching all the way through, and just being patient enough to watch the whole thing. Because like as a new referee, you're gonna be terrified. To be honest with you, you're gonna be terrified. You go up with this, and then you want to make that call immediately, but you're not sure which one's right, so you just go with one or the other. Just go up with it, wait, and then you can be more confident with your call.
All right, so block or illegal screens. You're my ball handler. We come out here a second. You. What's your name? Sam. All right. So Sam's my defensive player. So stand like this. You're guarding Drew. Now, in order for me to set a screen on him, what do I have to do? What are some of the criteria for me to be legal?
Be set, be seen.
Be set, be seen. We call it time and distance. I don't necessarily have to be set, because you can set a screen and still be moving. I know it sounds funny, but more likely, if he's here, is this legal?
No, it's not one.
What?
It's not one step. He turned his head.
Can he be seen out of the 180 in the peripheral?
Yeah.
If I'm within his visual field, so I split him, I'm legal here. Now, is this legal? Why not? If he turns, he takes this step to turn, I don't give him a step. Now, if I'm here, and I'm like, is this legal? Because if he takes this step, so try to take a big step. No, the other way, with your right foot. Yeah, I've given him enough time. So now this is where your judgment comes in. You have a question?
So it has to be, for the screen to be legal, it has to be within the defender's peripheral vision.
Correct. Or you have to give them what we call time and distance. A step in this case is time and distance, because he has the ability. Now, if he's just like, that's on him. That's not him playing good not him playing good defense. So
About 3 feet.
So if I'm setting a screen on Sam, and he tries to go underneath this screen that he's going this way, and I roll, and I pin, is this legal? Left arm's not. So you've got to watch him. If you got some good guys that are up here setting a screen, and they come and they roll and they wrap this up, illegal screen. So if I set, he hits me, I roll, and I don't pin him, am I legal? I didn't pin him. Now, if I do this, and he tries to go around me on the top side, none of that's legal. The elbow, the knee, the hip, shoving him out, that's not legal. So remember to watch that. If you have an illegal screen, it's the fist in the air, give the black signal, and team control. Why do we give team control signal? Mr. Legank, why do we give a team control signal?
He didn't have the ball.
We have offensive team has the ball, so we're not shooting free throws.
Yeah.
So we won't shoot on this foul. It's just like a charge. You come out, charge or player control. You give this signal right here because we don't shoot.
Wait, for the screen,
Is it just illegal if like your limbs are like blocking someone because like
If it's
butt in the gut, like that's like illegal, right?
the butt, yeah. This is me not being inside myself. Normal stance, so shoulder width. Here is fine. If you start going like that, that's not legal. We can go ahead and talk about a carry. Thank you.
Should we go through bowling through?
Oh, yeah. So, Sam, come back here real quick. So, if Sam sees that I'm coming, I'm like, screen, and he just runs me over, who's the foul on? Why is it on him? Because he just went right through me, right? It's just like the block charge play. If he goes through me, it's going to be on him. It's a push foul on the defense. And then we get the spot out near spot out of bounds. Thank you. Thank you.
Now we're going to cover a carry. We kind of figured that a carry is anything where a player can hold the ball in his hands flat. So it's going to be difficult to gauge, but if it's the difference between this and this. So if a player is coming down dribbling, it's going like this, not necessarily a carry. He's going under the ball. Consider this.
You'll see this a lot when they have their defender and they're just like this, and they'll go like, and it'll come to rest. You'll see the defender go, and then the offensive player will go right by. So watch the hitch on that. All right, I've been told we are close to time. So the last thing we have is post play. For post play, turn around, there you go. If he does not have the ball, I legally can put one arm on him as my arm bar. Come this way. Or go around this way, Turn just a little bit. Okay. So, I can legally have this right here. If I put 2 points of contact and force him out, not to push on me. As soon as he gets the ball, I gotta play straight up defense. As soon as he gets the ball, come back here. And I've got an arm on him, prolonged, that's a foul on me. Or if I put the foot up his butt. The way I tell him, keep it legal. Or get the foot out of his rear end. One of the two is what I tell them to make sure that they keep it legal.
And that's preventative refereeing for us. If they're on the block before he gets the ball and he has the arm on him, I'm down there, especially early in the game. Arm, watch the arm, watch the arm. And then he knows once that ball's in his hands, he's got to go straight up. If he keeps doing it, you just call a foul.
All right, this group, you're going to go over there. That group's going to come back over here.
Leave that group over, leave this group over here.
Now I'm going to switch them just so they get two different looks at it.
Okay.